Hello, it's now the 2nd of November, which means that I've now been 4 months on testosterone. And I absolutely loving my voice. I don't think it's got any deeper since last month, but it's certainly more stable. And I just love the way it rumbles in my throat. It's just awesome. You probably know that I was most dysphoric about my voice, and I just love this. And I can now sing and pretty much keep the right pitch without going yodeling in the middle of it. So it's definitely getting stabler. I can't project my voice. My grandchildren came last week, and I can't call out to them. I was finding that I was in the science museum with them, and I was sort of trying to keep them together. And you know how you call out for children to come back to you, and it was either coming out very quiet or it was sort of squeaking. So still projection is tricky, but definitely a voice is just lovely. I absolutely love it. Um, in fact, I'm getting the anti-voice thing now. It used to be that when I answer the phone and they asked for Mr. Mason, and I would say speaking in the sort of high feminine voice I used to have, and they'd sort of take that moment's breath where they think, "Am I going to believe them? Oh, why not?" And then carry on a conversation. Or actually, quite a lot of them just went, "No, I'm gonna continue to ask for Mr. Mason." I had a cold call from a company the other day, uh, and they phoned up and they said, "Can I speak to Ms. Mason, please?" And so I said, "Speaking," and there was that silence of, "Am I going to believe this? Yeah, okay then." Sort of like the anti of what used to happen, which is brilliant. So I'm now so convincingly male that they can't decide whether to accept me as a female or not, which is just awesome. I'm also noticing that because my voice is now, it just doesn't give me away anymore. You know, I now look male and sound male, um, and it's given me so much more confidence. I don't know if you saw my work video where I said that I didn't do my fair share of going up and greeting the public and finding out their questions. Now I'm up all the time. You know, if somebody comes to the door, I have no problem going and dealing with them. And again, you know, on the phone, I have no problem answering the phone and taking other people's calls. And I used to. So much more confident now. I very rarely get misgendered or at work. In fact, in life, very rarely get misgendered now, which is awesome. And you know, hormones. I've only had hormones for 4 months, and it's just all my prayers answered. Really, it's making me think of surgery more. Um, Partly because I've got friends who have either just been through top surgery or just about to go through top surgery. Um, and it's sort of making me realise how I really want it. It's having a good positive thing because I am really looking forward to next year. Now, usually at this time of the year, I am usually greatly depressed. I usually suffer from seasonal affective disorder. Uh, so I get depression at this time of the year, and it lasts through to sort of May. Christmas I hate. New Year I hate. I'm always concerned about the having to live another year really. This year I'm looking forward to next year. I'm looking forward to having surgery. Well, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm looking forward to not having any can't even say it, breasts. I'm looking forward to having a proper man's chest. And yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. They've changed my testosterone dose to 3 week cycle of 250 gram sustanon instead of 4 weeks. When I was on 4 weeks, the last week was shocking. I was really low, quite tearful. My menses hadn't gone. And then when I had my bloods done, they put them in 3 weeks. I've now had 2 lots of 3 week cycle, 3 week testosterone shots. Oh, it's made such a difference. Uh, I'm now happy and calm all through the time. I haven't had any depression, for, which, as I say, is unusual for this time of the year for me. I'm loving life. I'm looking forward to things. Um, I've got my sense of humour back. I'm smiling more. I just feel right all the time, and it's just wonderful. Um, it validates the fact that, you know, I should have run on testosterone all my life, and then I wouldn't have had to be depressed. But hey, you can't think back. I've had one awesome thing happen in the last few days. Now, I came up to my mum in February, and at first she was a bit shocked. She bless her, she doesn't come in contact with any of the LGBT community at all. So this is totally alien to her. I don't think she'd met any gay people before she came to our wedding, and you know, she's never met a trans person before, so it's completely off her radar. But she's doing her very best. She doesn't understand it, but she's doing her best to accept it. I think she can just see that I'm happy, and therefore, you know, she's happy that I'm happy. Um, but when she's emailed me since February, it's only ever been, "Hi, darling." I mean, quite a lot of the emails that I've had before I came out to her were "Hi, darling," but they were also "Hi, birth name." This time it was "Dear Will." It's the first time she's used my name at the beginning of an email. She's doing her best, you know, and I love her for that. And it's just great. It is. If you watch my video with my daughter, we tackled the being called mum issue. That is becoming more and more difficult. And when I went up on the train with her and her family, and she's calling across at me, you know, "Mum," it just, it seems more and more wrong. Um, but you know, I completely understand her views, and if you want to, you know, it was really quite interesting to see her views. So it's hair. Yeah, I know lots of people say at the beginning of their testosterone, "Hair, hair, hair." Well, I'm going to add to it. Much more belly hair I've got. The hair arms. Now, I always had a hairy strip here. Now I have a hairy strip under. Now I have a hairy strip under here as well, and I'm sure it's going to wrap around and just join up. My legs, my thighs have become hairy. My legs and knees and crotch and everything was always incredibly hairy, but yes, now it's joining on my thighs as well, and it's long, dark, thick hairs that I'm growing. I'm going to be a hairy guy. My face, on the other hand, is very strange. I have nothing here. I have the tash, but then I probably would have had a tash had I allowed it to grow before testosterone. It's getting a bit thicker, I have to say. No sideburns, but I've got about 6 to 8 hairs growing along here, which I didn't expect, because I've seen other trans guys and they're all, you know, hair down here. I have nothing here, probably maybe 3. It's early in my transition. I know I'm not going to get a hairy face on 4 months on testosterone. I know that. I just think it's rather weird. I'm not going to shave my tash because it's Movember, or no shave November, depending on which part of the country you come from. So I'm going to leave it. It's the only time that guys get away with being straggly. So I'm going to leave it and see how it looks. And I just love playing with it. I love playing with the hairs. I'm definitely going to grow. I'm definitely going to grow some sort of beard. I just love the fact that I can. So that's pretty much all it is this month. Voice is awesome. Hair is more. Apart from this, which is definitely less, but I don't care. And mood is higher. So that's the 3 things for this month. And I will see you next month. Bye.